Hey, what's up everyone? This is the Wolfman again, and this is another continuation on a spotlight here at Gleanings for the Hungry, and instead of Fritz chatting with me this time, this is Andy
Rotuno.
Rotuna, and he
Yeah.
is the leader of the summer staff program, which I mentioned in the last video, and I asked Andy to come and just talk about a little bit about the summer staff program, which I myself have done for 3 summers straight, but he really wasn't in charge during those 3 summers. I mean, you've been on staff since 2017?
Yes, yeah, that's when we moved here to Gleanings. Yeah, 2017. Yeah, so this is our 5th summer running the summer staff program. We just missed you. But I remember we were volunteers at that time. We would come for the week, in the summer, and I remember you being on summer staff. So yeah, and then in 2017 we moved here, and Gleanings asked us to run the summer staff program. So here we are. Yeah.
So what exactly is the summer staff program here?
Yeah, so, well, you may know a little bit about Gleanings for the Hungry. If you don't, check it out. We're also on YouTube. We have our website, gleanings.org, and we are a Christian ministry in Central California, and we are a ministry of youth with a mission. And our specific mission here is to feed the needy of the world physically and spiritually. And so what we do is we produce dried food here on our site. We produce dried fruit in the summer, and then all throughout the rest of the year we're producing a dried soup mix. And so kind of the main thing we do is we produce dried food for the hungry around the world, partnering with other Christian ministries in several different countries to equip the church with food to go out with the gospel and to share the love of God. So that's what kind of Gleanings is. Inside of that, we have a thing called Summer Staff, which is obviously a summer programs for summer season, and we invite young adults age 18 to 25 to come and serve for the summer. And basically they are the work crew. They are the ones facilitating the dried fruit production. So you can see behind me we got fruit out here drying in the field. We sun dry peaches and nectarines. These peaches and nectarines get donated from the fruit growers and packing houses around the Central Valley of California, specifically right here in our area in Reedley and Kingsburg and Dinuba. And so we take this fruit and we bring it in, and the summer staff run the operation of drying this fruit. So that is not really all we do. That's kind of like our work. But the heart of the program is really a discipleship program, and we call it discipleship through work. So we kind of hijack work to grow closer to God and to grow closer to each other. And so we work all summer just really growing as a family and sharpening each other through challenges and affirmation to grow as servant leaders. And our mission for summer staff, our vision for people, is that the lives of young servant leaders would be transformed during their time here on summer staff by really pressing in to the love of God. And so that's kind of the main heart of what we're doing. We produce dried food for the poor, but we want to grow closer in our relationship with God and with each other meanwhile. So that's kind of the heart of the program.
And how often do you do the program, or what's the duration of the summer staff program?
Yeah, so summer staff starts we kind of do our training in May. We have what's called launch week, so we bring in summer staff, and that's our orientation and training week kind of up front. But summer staff runs basically from the last week of May all the way to kind of towards the end of August. And our requirement is that a summer staff team member would commit to serving at least 4 consecutive weeks sometime in there. So we have several summer staff that are here. They started off in June, and they're going to serve 4 weeks or more. And then we actually have some who are coming later in the summer, and they're going to serve 4 to 5 weeks toward the end of summer. And then obviously some of them come and serve the whole summer, which we think is the best experience. you build the best kind of relationships when we're here, when you're here longer, and you get more opportunity. The longer you're here, the more opportunity you get to run production or, you know, plan activities or team building stuff for the team itself. So yeah, so we think staying longer is definitely better. But yeah, so from the end of May until the end of August, yeah, is really when the program runs every summer.
And I myself have actually I've been able to do that. Yeah, I did it for 3 summers. The first summer, which was back in 2014, I started but didn't finish. The following summer of 2015, I didn't start, but I definitely finished. And to my surprise, when they wanted me back for the summer 2016, I started and finished that whole summer.
Wow.
And it was definitely the best experience I've ever went
Yeah, see, that's cool. I mean, so you came right in the beginning and you went all the way to the end.
Like I was supposed to, well, to me anyways. Originally, I was supposed to do it throughout the whole summer, but
Yeah.
one little flaw that they're doing this year is getting plenty of rest, right?
Yeah, so that's definitely one thing. There's 5 things, we call them our mission verbs, that we want to be caught doing all summer long, that we really believe that will cause transformation in our lives. And they are promise, lead, feed, refuel, and celebrate. Those are our big 5 verbs that we want to be caught doing all summer long. Promise is we basically make a team covenant of how we're going to live together, work together, treat each other in the way we think, speak, act. So they make a team covenant at the beginning of the summer. Lead is basically we're committed to lead by example. So really to discipline ourselves, to go in a direction where we would want people to follow us. Feed is we want to work hard, smart, and safe to make dried food for the hungry around the world, and we want to work together on that and work as a team. And then refuel means we're gonna make sure that we're fresh, we're getting rest physically, we're staying fresh spiritually, so that we're at our best for our team and for the people we're serving. And then finally celebrate, which is we want to stop sometimes and celebrate and point out the fact that we've reached our goals, or we've experienced God's presence or His work in our lives. And just, you know what, sometimes you got to stop in it and celebrate the important stuff. So those 5 verbs, you know, are really, really essential to the summer staff program. And again, one of those is, like you said, refuel. You know, if we burn out, you know, it's like no one wants to come back and serve God here. That's not right. So we work hard, but we also rest really well, and we try to give each other refreshment and get off base, get up into the mountains, and also take some time just to you know, just to lay low, you know, so that we can get out in the hot sun and work. We want it to be 100 degrees here, and right now with Brian from Oregon, they brought all the cold weather, so
we seemingly did, because
last week it's like 70 degrees right now.
Well, last week it was like what, over 100?
Yeah, so and it's going to be 111 when they leave, but we need it to be 100 degrees for this fruit to dry. It sits out here in the field for 7 days, and then after that we'll pick it up and package it up. But it's cool right now. It's a cool summer. But yeah, so we need to refuel with 100 plus degree weather. We need it. We need that refuel. Yeah.
Awesome. And one more thing. You guys always seem to do some kind of theme every year. Like back in 2019, you guys did you had the white flags on the summer staff shirts. What was that theme? Yeah,
that's good. So in the past, our summer staff shirts would just say on the back, they would say staff. And that's great. And we really thought that this whole idea of like daily surrender, just like, you know, we come with our agenda, we come with our plans, we come with, you know, my personality, the way I live, you know, and a lot of times what discipleship is about is surrendering those things to God and saying, God, I want to put you first. I want you to have permission to use me in any way you'd like. And so we believe that when we put on that blue shirt with instead of staff on the back, it has a person waving a white flag, and in the middle of that flag it says staff. And so that white flag is just a reminder that we're a team who have surrendered to God. And so when he asks us to serve each other, or to kind of defer to each other, or to be our best for each other, or to affirm each other, encourage each other, all those things, sometimes forgive each other as a team, sometimes you step on each other's toes, but it's that we're leaders, but we have a surrendered heart, we have a surrendered attitude. And so that white flag on the back of the shirt reminds us that we're a team who is surrendered to God on a daily basis.
And that's a pretty good lesson. And
Yeah.
of course, as we all know, what happened last year, and that was with COVID. So sadly, Gleanings wasn't even open last year. But this year, they decided to open up. I would say you guys made a leap of faith, and so far it's been very, very blissful, especially with the amount of fruit that's here in this field.
Yeah.
And so this year, you guys decided to do a new theme, which is...
Yeah, the theme for this year, for kind of the whole summer, is Welcome Home. You can see on our shirts here, we got Welcome Home on the back here.
Yep.
These are our theme shirts. And so yeah, every year we have a summer theme for the overall program. And so that theme is Welcome Home, and it's based on Luke chapter 15, verse 20 specifically. And it's the story of, we call it the story of the welcome home father, the prodigal son and the older brother, who the father wants to invite back into the house and to experience his restoration and forgiveness and that unconditional love of the father, because we belong to him. So we're really digging into that theme this summer. Welcome home. Yeah, we're back. Last year we didn't do any fruit. We did soup all summer long, which was great because we produced a lot of soup mix. But we missed the peaches. We missed Fired Up. And so, yeah, so it's good to be back doing fruit in summer 2021.
And it's definitely, they're living up to the meaning of this year's thing, that's Welcome Home, because even for me, this is basically my second home, even though the state of California is a bit crazy, but this part, Gleanings as itself, it really does feel like it's another home for me. So they're definitely living up to that, and they've even changed things up this year. Last night, the staff living here on base, they opened up their homes for activities outside, for out on the front lawns. I mean, you guys, you had a fire pit going, you had s'mores, and you had
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Yeah, so we we figured, well, we can have a theme of Welcome Home, but it's not enough to talk about it. We should invite the volunteers to our houses. We live here on base. This is our production facility, but we also have staff housing. And so after work, we just said, hey, we had dinner and then in the dining hall, and then we said, let's invite all the volunteers to come over to our houses and hang out in the front yard. And so it's kind of like an actual welcome to our homes, welcome home. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. That's a new thing we're doing this summer, but it was a lot of fun last night.
It was definitely quite pretty much well worth the wait. I mean, even aside from the craziness last year, this really has been quite impactful. So you guys are definitely living up to the expectation of this year's theme.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, thanks so much. Hey, and thanks for watching this video and learning a little bit more about summer staff.
Yeah, and it's something that is worth doing, and anyone who comes across this channel, which is under my name, which is Brian Manning, or as the new name I'm going to try and go under is the Wolfman. So yeah, this is definitely worth the experience. If you're within the age range, I highly recommend, and if you're a believer yourself, feel free to apply. I mean, they do this every summer. It's a worthwhile experience. And
yeah, and you can go to gleanings.org/summerstaff, and you'll see our application there and our packet there that describes the program. You can contact us through the website. So if you have any questions and you're interested in joining us for next summer,
hopefully,
reach out to us.
All right, well, thank you very much for the time here. So
yeah, you bet.
So yeah, if you like the video, feel free to leave a like and hit the subscribe button and come join the Wolf Pack. And I'll finish with saying, reminding you that Jesus loves you more than Elmo and Barney. I'll see you next time.